World Turns.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Queers and Soaps. I'm joined here today by
Eric and Mariah.
Eric and Mariah, and I'm joined by Santa Claus on the beach. But I'm not getting up to show you, so
I will not rise.
no, I will not rise. Today we're covering As the World Turns, the end of 1987, from December 23rd to the 31st, and let's roll the credits. All right, what did you think? You texted me last night. I know you.
Oh my gosh. I got emotional with
Mhm.
Tom and Margot.
Yeah, I wanted
um,
to know if
I
those scenes were recreated for Scott Holmes. I keep forgetting he he just started this year.
I didn't think that I was into them, but I don't know. I guess
Mhm.
that it was good writing and good actors, and that'll do it.
Yes.
And I feel like I don't know. I was like excited for them.
Mhm.
But before we talk about them,
Yes. Yes. Get
December
into.
23rd, we got the trial.
Mhm.
So Meg, Tonio, and Holden are on. Tonio was all mad at Holden because Holden had just like squealed on him, whatever. But they were doing business or whatever in front of Meg, which cracked me up because Meg was like,
Mhm.
I can't believe you could do business and you're just like fighting. Like, what is going on? He's like, it's business. Like we have an understanding. Like this is what we do.
Mhm.
Big two what are they? Not well, one's a little nasty. Holden.
Mhm.
um Holden still gets on my nerves in all of these. Ugh,
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. No, I'm
it's
sorry,
crazy.
120,000% because he does get on my nerves.
Seriously. So Tonio wants Holden to like hang with Monica so they can get close to her since her mom died and now she runs the company, whatever company it is.
Mhm.
Do you know the company?
She
I
just
don't know
said
what
it.
they do.
She just said she just runs her company, and it doesn't. There's no name that I could have find.
I don't know these companies. I don't know what they do. I have no idea.
Yeah, the only
So
one
if
that I
you
know was Lucinda's company when it became worldwide, and even like then I didn't know exactly what they. I mean,
what
like I.
exactly company are we running here? The
And then there's
cosmetics? Is
Kingsley
it?
Malta, which I don't know what Damien's company did. Like this is
They all just run companies that we don't know what they are. So tell us
yeah.
in the comments if you know. Um, I guess we're supposed to think they're big. I don't know.
Yeah.
Margot and Hal are on. She talks about how she thinks Tonio's innocent. She could just tell the way he talked. Paul
Hmm.
takes the stand. Um, James was going to let him go with Babs and Emily, but he went back for his gun and jacket and saw him face down. This is what he says, but
Hmm.
is it the truth? We don't think so. And he does say that I don't think all of it's the truth. I think some of it might be like that he
Hmm.
did go back. Honestly, I don't know because they don't, they're just still guessing and nobody's telling the truth at this point, sort of,
Yeah.
kind of. Um, and he didn't hear the explosion, which means he was gone before the explosion happened.
Hmm.
But he saw John on the way out, is what he said.
Hmm.
Jess explains to Babs why she did it because she was all upset. Why would you question him like that? I mean, clearly she's trying to help your case, and I don't think she was badgering at all to him, so I don't understand why she would react the way she did.
Hmm.
But Tom, on the other hand, was kind of rough with Paul.
Yeah, he was.
Um, he said, like, he questioned him, like, if you had to get your jacket, you would have passed your dad on the way in. You were able to see him with his blood on the way out, so you can't, like, he said it was dark, and so we know he's lying.
Hmm.
Bab flips out. And she's like, he told me about the gun, blah, blah, blah. Order in the court, all that stuff.
Hmm.
The usual drama.
Hmm.
Um, Sierra and Lila talk about Craig. No word yet on him. Josh Rod I guess, why was he at the hospital? Because he already got out, right? Was he just
Yeah,
going
he
for a
got out. I think,
checkup?
right?
Yeah,
Or
I
am I
thought he
thinking of?
did.
Or am I thinking of Emma? No, no,
Oh,
it
no, I
was
think,
Josh Rod.
Yeah, he got out last set, but he was back there for some reason. I'm guessing just a follow-up. I don't know. He looked good.
Yeah, he looks good
Taylor's still on for a little bit.
for a little bit. Oh, Billie Eilish mom.
I know I did kind of like what she brought, and I'm wondering if this is the end of her. It feels like
Hmm.
it, but I feel like it would have been better. I don't know. I feel like they changed story direction or something because it was
Yeah,
just like one
I
minute
think
she's
they're
there,
like, you
next
know
minute.
what? Let's just make Casey and Lila happy for a little bit, and that would mean
Well,
the
and
end of
Tom and
Taylor.
Margot because she
And
was
Tom and
kind
Margot,
of
yeah, and Tom and Margot. I forgot
in
she was trying to
between
get with
them.
Tom.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, Taylor I think says something to Casey and he's like, "Listen, I only want to talk business with you. Anything else? No."
Hmm.
Nancy invites Taylor to Christmas Eve, I think, and then Taylor gets an idea to invite Tom
Hmm.
to what is it, Shannon and Duncan's
Shannon and Duncan's
party?
open house.
Yeah, yeah. Duncan and Shannon. So Duncan and Shannon are it's the storyline is so bizarre because it's like an interesting storyline, but they put
Hmm.
them on like once an episode. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this? Like, I don't know if they didn't know what to write for these people, and they're just like,
Hmm.
listen, write something because we need to have them on for their contracts. Like, I don't know
Hmm.
what that's what it feels like. It's
That
like
is
have
what
them
it
on at
feels
least
like.
once. But it's interesting, and I'm like, I always want more of their storyline, but I
Hmm.
never get it. Like, I feel like it's like pulling teeth to get this storyline. I want more because it's interesting. Because now they're doing like the ghost thing, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
You could have done so much with this,
you could
but they
have
don't.
like,
It's very
especially like with
slow,
the McKechnie curse that everybody kept saying all year. Like,
right? So they're on. They talk about Treasure and Monica's mom being dead and stuff like that, and then they're basically getting ready for their party. Emily and Betsy decorate for Christmas. Roy asks Jess to Shannon's party.
hmm.
She wasn't sure if she was gonna go because, she's busy with the trial and stuff. And she's
Hmm.
just tired. Taylor asks Tom to Shannon's party. Paul admits that he lied on the stand to Babs. She thinks that he killed James. She questions him. He says he didn't do it. I thought he kind of did too, but I don't know
Yeah.
what to. Still don't know who did it. Do you? Why? Did you look it up? I don't
No. Okay. So what I thought I looked up. Well, this wasn't what I thought I looked up. It was what when I read the book. I I only got to like the end. I mean, we're gonna talk about it anyway, but I only got to like the end of that one page, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm about to spoil myself," so I didn't turn the page.
know. So you
So
didn't.
I don't
Yeah.
know for sure who did it. I know that
So
like
you
certain
don't know.
things that happened with
You know what it
Monica and
probably is?
Corinne were already talked about with like Monica Corinne committing suicide, or did they? And
You know what I feel like it might be? It might be like James did it to himself and
yeah,
used Nick's body and
hmm,
escaped. That's what I'm thinking now. I just
that's
thought
what
of it.
it sounds. That sounds a
I
lot.
just
That
thought
sounds
of
like
it.
James. That's almost something James would do.
Right? So probably nobody did it. He probably saw all these people trying to kill him. He's like, "Ooh, I got an idea." Um, and then once he sent Paul and Emily away, he was able to do whatever he needed to do.
Hmm.
Um, Margot and Lila talk about Craig, um, and that Tonio probably didn't know that he was alive.
Hmm.
Um, the picture appears again, that picture of the great 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 grandma Margaret. And nobody brought the picture. Hilda didn't do it. The maid,
Uh-oh.
Shannon and Duncan are just like, how'd this get here? He probably
Mhm.
thinks she did it, but she's like, I didn't do it. So it disappears. Um, then we have this man, Don Blaze. I thought he was going to be somebody, but I guess he's not. Because this guy's like, he comes, he tries to talk to Iva, she blows him off, and then
Mhm.
he tries to talk to somebody else. I'm like, is this a new character? He's a handsome fella. I'm like, but then we didn't see him again in any of these, so I'm like, maybe not. Dingin, dingin. It's early, people. It's early.
It is
Um,
early.
Duncan sings Shannon a Scottish song, which was really cute, I thought.
Hmm.
Um, and then we get a picture zoom in of Margaret, and I was like, what is happening? Emily calls Paul and Babs. I think Paul wants to meet up with her about something.
Hmm.
They never get anything accomplished when they meet up. They just always talk about the same shit, which is always
Yeah.
weird, but whatever. It really is weird. Holden is a douche to Josh Rod, shocker. Um,
Oh
Josh
no,
Rod,
he's a douche to Josh Rod. Oh my gosh, the scandal of it all. I
right?
mean,
Like
I'm
everybody else
tired of
got
it.
over it. Even Iva did. You too, buddy. Or just don't be around them. Just
Just
say I
don't be
can't
around him.
go. This is what happened. You
Even though
raped my
you're
sister,
family,
and I don't want to be
you're
here.
a distant family. You shouldn't you shouldn't feel obligated to be around each other.
No, if you don't get along, don't be there.
Don't be there. Yep.
We say that for everyone because
Hmm.
you're going to ruin the holiday.
Yes.
Um, so Josh Rod gives Betsy an angel for the tree because she found this star that Steve gave her, and she's like, I'm not going to hang that this year,
Hmm.
because Steve's a douche. Well, off screen,
Off screen douche.
off
Yeah.
screen douche. Um, Tom kisses Margot on the cheek when they were under mistletoe, which I thought was cute. It was just a nice little peck, and he left. I'm
Hmm.
like, oh. Lisa tells Taylor off.
I love that.
Um, yeah. And then Taylor gets like a snide remark, and she's like, oh, I gotta give Tom back his tie that he left at my place. And Lisa's like, um, and then we get a Christmas tune. Tom and Lila sing.
Hmm.
Duncan,
What did
Shannon,
they
and
sing? I
Hilda.
forgot. What song did
I
they
don't.
sing? Was it Jingle
I didn't
Bells?
write it at the fa la 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 la. Is that
Oh,
Jingle Bells?
fa la 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 la. Yeah.
'Tis the season to be jolly,
Be
fa la
jolly,
la.
fa la 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 la. Right, we have to sing once this
Um,
episode.
yeah. Duncan,
I forgot the name
Shannon,
of the song though.
and Hilda end up by the portrait, and I think that might be it for that episode.
Hmm.
The Christmas Eve episode was so good. December 24th.
Yeah,
That's the one,
I think that episode re-aired in 2000 because I remember the closing
probably.
credits with everybody singing.
Yeah,
And
for
they
like
pan,
5
and
minutes.
it's like all the couples paired up together, and they're all singing. I remember that because I was like,
Hmm.
why is Lily with Dusty right now? Because that's
There's
what I was saying in 2000. Because remember she was with she was with Simon at the time,
spoiler
but
alert. I don't know
because
him.
it was like this little thing between like where before Simon was with Katie, who I like a lot better with. I like
Hmm.
Simon and Katie a lot better than Simon and Lily.
Well, I don't
Because
know
I was a
these
Holden
people
and
yet.
Lily
It's
fan until this year.
1987. Yeah, so now
So
I
I
hate
was like,
them.
who's this guy with the piercing blue eyes with Lily? And I now know who it is. So
So December 24th starts out with Margot being all stressed. Lila wants her to be with them. Everybody's deciding what to do for Christmas and all that stuff.
hmm.
It's Christmas Eve. We find out that she and Hal broke up. I don't know if we saw that they broke up or if they just talked about it off screen. I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
think it might be an off screen thing. I don't think we
Or
saw
we
them.
might have missed it. It might have been the week that Emily and what's his name Holden got married, where we
Oh
didn't see them.
yeah.
Because they talk about that, but we didn't see any signs of it. We don't get a flashback or anything. Damn it. Um, Hal shows up to Kim's. He looks like he's being there for Babs a lot in these
Hmm.
episodes. They talk about Corinne. That's the Monica's dead mama. Um, oh, I made note of Lisa's coat. It was like this puffy armed thing with like I don't even know what it was. I was like, what is she wearing? Um, it was a really
Very
strange,
80s.
very even. I'm like, I've never even seen that on Dynasty. I don't know what that was or where it came from, but it needs to stay away. Um, Tom has a flashback of him and Margot opening gifts, which was really cute. Um, who questions Tonio about Craig? Oh, Sierra. Sierra questions Tonio about where Craig is because everybody's concerned. Um, because they thought that James had Craig somewhere and nobody's seen him, and anybody that worked for or with James, they're like questioning about
Mhm.
where he's at. Iva, Seth, and Emma are on. They just talk about what they're doing for Christmas. Nothing exciting. I think it's going to be Seth's birthday or something. Um,
Mhm.
Lucinda talks to Babs. She's mad at that Tonio's free. Of course, she's always after Tonio, it seems.
Yep.
Um, I guess he did her dirty, or she thinks that he did. Lily and
Who's
Dusty.
Sierra?
No, Lucinda.
Listen. Oh yeah, yeah. I think that
I
was a
guess
thing that
business
happened in
wise,
'86.
rival companies, shit like that.
Yeah, rival companies. Actually, and also because he took over Montgomery, and he used to be married to Sierra, and of course, Lucinda prefers Craig to be married to Sierra, and
Right.
she basically did her family dirty, and that's why she doesn't like him.
Yeah. Yeah, but what did he do? Do we
He
know?
took
He
over
didn't do
Montgomery
anything this year.
from Craig for when he died.
Well, he's dead. You can't run it from
Yeah, well, I
Raymond.
mean, he's not
Wait,
dead. I mean,
dead.
we'll get to it, but like, he's not dead, but
Well, he's dead
but
to us.
Lucinda, and then I forgot I know there had to be something else too. I'm sure there's something else because
So
then he worked
Lily,
for Lucinda this year.
I think he did at some point
Yeah,
until he took over the company.
yeah,
So Lily and Dusty come by. Betsy's, of course, Holden and Emily were like about to leave, whatever. So they have the
mhm.
stare. Um,
I gotta say, I love Lily's hair this episode. I don't know
yeah, I
why.
kind of did
It's
too.
very like layered and makes her look a little bit more mature and stuff like that.
Yeah, it
So
looked good.
yeah, because
I
I'm
liked
used
it
to
too.
seeing Lily with either her hair. I don't know if her hair is ever pulled back, but like I hate to fast forward, but like they had Lily's hair in the 2000s, like short, very short, like a very like pixie cut, I guess. So, but I
Yeah,
love her hair in this episode.
yeah, in these episodes.
Yeah.
Um, Sabrina leaves for Seth's birthday celebration, blah. Um, Tom bumps into Margot. Taylor comes by. She has something for Tom. It's his tie that he left at
Mhm.
her place. Margot makes a joke about it. That's pretty funny. Um, Lily gives her dad a gift, which was really cute. That was also sweet
Yeah.
moments too, because Josh Rod got to bond with
Mhm.
Lily a bit. They were really
Yeah,
sweet.
they're finally starting to have a relationship,
Hmm
like a mother, sorry, father daughter relationship.
He's a good mother.
Well, I was thinking of Lucinda for
Uh,
some reason.
um, Sierra gets some good news about Craig. This inspector calls, says
Hmm.
that they tracked Craig's watch. This lady that thought her son died, thought whatever. We already knew that stuff and
Yeah, we
that
knew that he
Craig was
was
alive.
like held with
But
this
he
lady.
was
Go ahead.
last seen August 28th.
Mm.
So he will keep the search continued for to be open, and Sierra's very excited about that because she's like, he's alive. I knew he was alive,
Hmm.
but where's he at? He's been missing since August, so that's 4 months,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
um,
Yeah, think about that.
I put word spreads. It's a Christmas miracle. Um, Duncan has a patch. He got attacked by a bush, Shannon said.
Hmm.
Um, Meg invites them to her New Year's Eve party that she decides to have. These parties go fast.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, I always feel like parties are always something's going to happen at the party, but
Hmm.
nothing really happens at these parties. It's just like we have a party and they leave,
Yeah.
and it's 5 minutes or less. That happens on General Hospital too in the 80s. It's like nothing happens at these parties. I'm like, dude,
Hmm.
this is what parties are for. This is when drama happens. This is real life
Hmm.
too. Like drama happens at parties. Like make drama happen at parties. What's wrong with you? I'm glad they
Yeah.
started to. But they don't in the 80s for some reason. Like I'm always like, oh, the party's gonna be great, and then it's like over in 2 minutes. And you're like, oh,
Oh, wait a
maybe
minute.
not.
Wait, huh?
But there was enough drama that, whatever, around the party,
Mhm.
which is good, I guess, more important, like, because, you don't need a party to have drama, so. And then people would get used to that, which we do because it happens so much. Anyway,
Mhm.
Margot goes to see Tom. She invites him to Kim's. Um, she gives him a new tie and says, "Burn the one that Taylor gave back." Um, and then we can hang out or something. Um, we get the Christmas tunes. Franny returns at the end of that episode, and the cast sings "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" for 5 minutes. I never knew it was as long as it was until they were
Oh,
singing it
hold
to the end.
on. A little bit, a little. When Franny comes back, he knows there was a shot of Sabrina just looking like, "Oh, this bitch is back."
Well, she talked about her coming back. I
Mhm.
mean, and she wanted her there, she said. So
Mhm.
did she? Hmm. I'm
Hmm.
guessing Julianne Moore's getting ready to leave, it feels like,
Yeah.
because it just feels like she's done.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, speaking of Julianne Moore, I looked her up because I had a feeling she got a daytime Emmy for this performance, and she did.
Oh, good.
She won in 1988, which would be for 87's year,
Yeah.
as her daytime Emmy for Outstanding Ingenue in a
Oh,
drama
Anjanou.
series. I know,
The same with
Ingenue.
the same category that Martha Byrne won in. I forgot what. I think it might have been for this year in '87. In '87,
It
and then
couldn't
it'd
have
be
been.
for '88. Hmm.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't
No,
have
I
been
mean no,
because
no, no.
she.
I mean like oh then who won for '80? Who won for this year for
Well,
Ingenue?
remember 87. The awards weren't on. I just looked that up recently. I don't
Oh
remember
right.
why. So
Might have been.
87
Was there a strike?
daytime. I don't. I don't. It didn't say there was a strike, so I don't know what stopped them, but for some reason they didn't happen that year. Because I was looking up something else for. I remember I was looking up for One Life to Live. I was looking up to
Hmm.
see if anybody was nominated, and there was no. It said no awards were that year. So there was 86 awards, which would have been for 85, and then there was 88 awards, which would have been for 87, but there was no
Hmm.
87 awards for 86.
Okay.
Confusing. But she might have won,
I know she
maybe in
won.
86, or maybe she won in 89, maybe.
Let me look her up real quick. Hopefully
All
it's a
right, look
quick
her up.
look up. Martha.
I'll go on.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, and I'll
December
interrupt when you get
29th.
there.
Yeah, December 29th, 87. Taylor resigns off screen,
Hmm.
which was a little disappointing because I'm like, I thought they were going to rev up the Tom Margot stuff, but instead they decided to let them be happy. Lisa and Kim talk about Taylor. Margot's happy about Taylor leaving. Everybody's happy about Taylor leaving. Lila tells Casey. We find out Franny is staying till the verdict is in about, who killed James or Barbara killing James. Hal and Babs are on. They spent Christmas together. Sonia talks to Babs. She throws him out. Holden talks to some dude about if Craig comes back, he got to pay $3 million to get the company back. I guess it's their
Hmm.
company lawyer. I don't know who it is. That guy.
That guy.
Sabrina and Kim talk about Franny. She looks at a picture and she thinks about all the conversations she had with Kim and Franny and all that stuff. And I'm like, is she getting ready to leave town? Because it feels like it. So Franny's already in college again, because I feel like she left to go to college the first time the other Franny left. And then
Hmm.
this Franny came back from college, but then is going back to college. So Franny likes to
Isn't she transfer?
go to
Didn't she
college.
transfer? Or is she going to like she transferred from Oakdale U to like a Boston school or something?
I guess, but I feel like she's been in college since 83.
Yes.
Well, no, the other one left, I think, in 85, I think. I can't remember
Hmm.
exactly. I like
So I
that
wonder.
Franny too,
Yeah,
actually.
I want to see her. I heard good things about her, but I
Yeah, she was
wonder
good.
if did they mention that she was going to grad school? Because I feel like this would have been.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. So I had to look this up like really hard so apparently it does say that she wait, hold on. Why is there a little thing at the bottom? Let me double check something real quick.
Yeah.
Little thing. I guess the indication is that somebody won. But your highlight what's highlighted in yellow, so I don't get it. Anyway, she did Martha Byrne did win in 87 for 86. So it'd be
Okay.
the 14th annual award, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then there's one for 88 and it was Julianne Moore that
Yeah,
won.
so Julianne Moore for
So they
88
yeah, so they
or
took the award like
87.
two times in a row. And also, fun fact, Jane Krakowski also won this award for Search for Tomorrow, if you're familiar with her from 30 Rock.
From 84, I guess, because
No,
84 was
no,
what,
no, no. It would have
14?
been no, no, because she won. Oh my gosh, when is she, no, she was. I'm sorry, she didn't win. She was nominated. It would have been
She was
for.
nominated.
It would have been for 86 because remember, Search for Tomorrow ended in 86, so she would have been
Okay.
eligible that year. But
Um,
Marcy Byrne wound up winning that year.
so which year? 87 or 86?
87 for 86.
But I thought the awards weren't on in 87.
That's what I thought. Let me hold on. Let me just click on it real quick. Keep going because I want to. No,
All
actually,
right,
there we go.
you got it.
I got it. So they were held Tuesday, June 30th, 87 to commemorate excellence in daytime programming from the previous year, 86. And this was when they were broadcast in daytime because it preempted GH,
Hmm.
which I thought it wasn't on this that year, which that's weird. So
Is it the Emmys though? Like the
it
daytime
was the
Emmys?
14th annual of daytime Emmys. Yeah,
It's really weird.
that's
I
weird.
really did.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was looking that up for the 86 ones, and it said it wasn't on. It's really strange.
yeah. Oh well.
All right. Yeah, whatever. I'll see. I'll look it up
Yeah, I
again
looked
and
up
see
on
what the hell I was looking
Wikipedia,
at.
so I'm not sure how. I mean,
Yeah.
it says it does need
All right.
citation, but that's what I got on my end.
All right. So continuing, Tom and
Yeah,
Margot are being
continuing.
cute together. She's like one step at a time. And then she tells Tom that she'll be there when the verdict is in because I think he asked her to
Hmm.
go. Um, Fran and Sabrina, I'm surprised she wouldn't want to go anyway because she's been following the case and on the case, so it's weird
Hmm.
that she wouldn't want to go. Fran and Sabrina have a chat, and Franny gives Sabrina advice about Seth, which she like kicks herself for after when she talks to Kim, which kind of cracks me up. She's like, I even gave her advice about Seth. What's wrong with me? um,
And now, part two of As the World Turns.
she's just a nice gal, this Franny. That's why everybody loved her, I guess.
Hmm.
The verdict we find out is going to be at 4 p.m. today. Babs wants Paul to be kept away from it. Of course, we know Paul's going to end up
We know he
there.
doesn't.
Lila and Casey are being cute. They're like kissing in the hall. Sierra busts them. Tonio comes in. We find out that this guy Manuel is creating a new government on Montega. Um, so there would be no revolution or whatever. I know this was big
Yeah,
in the 80s for storylines, because it happened
yeah. The
on
Montega
Dallas
storyline was huge,
and
kind
several
of, sort of,
several other things.
because
Kind of
that's
sort of.
what led to Sierra being, like I guess so. They said like Lucinda was in Montega, and then they kicked her out of Montega and took her child who was Sierra, and then
Right, like
of
it
course
seems
Antonio
big.
comes over to for Montega. I don't know why Oakdale of all places, but let's go with it.
Why
Uh,
not? Because all the companies are there that we don't know what they do.
yeah.
Um, of course, Paul finds out about the court, so he's like planning on being there, and we see
Mhm.
Scott drink out of his little flask. His name's Scott,
Yes.
right?
No, no, no. Scott's the actor. It's Andy.
God damn it! Why can't I never remember his name? I always call him Scott every
Call him
time.
Scott
I mean,
because it's Not sorry, Mara West's husband.
right, but I don't know why I can't get his name. I always forget it, and I'm always like, oh, it's Scott. Anyway, Andy drinks.
Scott's afraid this. That's who it is.
Um, Lucinda and Ambrose Darling talk. Sierra comes in, verdict time. Holden and Lily have words. He's still being a douche. Ugh.
Hmm.
He disgusts me. Um,
Can we go back to
Susan.
Ambrose real quick? Because I found out
Mhm.
something interesting when we were watching this year. I should save it to the
What?
end, but I just reminded myself of this. So apparently Ambrose was recast and we didn't realize it, and then he came back, and the original actor came back.
I had no
Yeah,
idea.
we didn't. We had no idea. We had no clue. I found this out because like somebody posted like, "Oh, Ambrose got recast." I was like, "Oh," what? And then I said, it was As the World Turns group that I'm a part of on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, when was this?" Because I'm looking forward to it. And they said 1987. I was like, what? When? And they said during the whole Lily reveal. And I'm like, how did I not know that?
Well, they got an old man that looks just like
Just
the
like,
Ambrose we know and love because we
and
didn't
we
even
didn't
notice,
realize.
not even a little bit.
No.
And plus, I mean, if he was on every day, we probably would, but he was really
Hmm.
only on like 10 episodes, I feel like,
Yeah.
out of all of these. Um, so Susan interrupts Holden and Emily smooch, and she's an asshole too. I'm like, she wonders why she has problems with Emily. She's an asshole to her. Like,
Yes.
what Emily does nothing to this woman to deserve how she's treated by this woman. I can't believe what like an asshole she is. I guess I wonder what she when she changes because she was not
Yeah.
like this in the thousands or the
She
tens,
wasn't
whatever
like
the
this in
hell
the
it was.
thousands either. Like, but there is something coming up. I think like 89 or 90. I think that probably changes the
Hush.
trajectory of it. But I'm not going to say what it is. But we're
So,
gonna we're gonna get to it obviously because we're gonna do 88. So
and she welcomes Holden to the family with a kiss
with a
on the
kiss,
mouth.
with a kiss.
After he was just kissing her daughter. Like, what is wrong with you, girl? Not like a,
Oh my
it
gosh,
was like a,
Susan is so messy.
yeah, she is. Tonya tells Meg about Montega. She doesn't seem to care. And
Hmm.
then we get the verdict, which we don't get because it's continued to
Hmm.
December 30th. Babs is found guilty, guilty, guilty
Guilty, guilty,
with
guilty.
second-degree murder. Judith is on. She's reporting. That's Opal
Yeah, that's
and
Oh my gosh,
Jill Larson.
No, not Dorothy Lyman. What's the other one? Jill
Jill
Larson.
Larson. She reports whatever they are. I don't know what she's doing. I guess she's like
She's
quietly in the
reporting. Yeah,
courtroom.
she's like report. I think
I'm
either
like, did
she's
they do
reporting
that
or
as they
she's
go?
taking
Because they're
notes.
like, now she only has four more guilties to go. I'm like, what is happening? This is weird.
Yeah, because
I don't think that happens.
Jessica wanted the jury polled.
Oh, okay. Tonya suggests a divorce to Meg. She's all upset. They talk about trust. I don't trust you. You don't trust me. Blah blah blah.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden they're getting along. So whatever. They worked it out. Emily
Eh.
gets the call about Babs and passes out. Shannon
Hmm.
and Duncan find frozen champagne in the cellar. See what I mean? We're getting like droplets of
Yeah, we're
this
getting like
crap.
little drops.
I want a whole episode of this. Lily visits Josh Rod, and he has like this. Everything was this mustard yellow back in the 80s. My kitchen was like
Hmm.
that too, growing up. So everything's yellow in the kitchen. It's like the oven, everything matches this ugly mustard yellow. I don't know
Hmm.
why it was a big thing for kitchens, but it really was really strange.
Yeah, it was even a thing
Um,
like when you would watch The Prices Right, which I still do. I watch the old Prices Right because it's on Roku TV.
yeah,
Sometimes. Um, like even like when you get to the 80s episodes, like the kitchen that they give away is mustard yellow.
yeah, it's really it's really weird. It's like you have to have a mustard yellow kitchen or you're out.
Hmm. Just like everything is now like white and like modern looking in the
Yeah.
houses and stuff like that.
So he gives her a gift, and it's I don't know what it was. Was it a Bible or a book of some sort?
I
I don't
forgot
know.
what it was.
And he says some verse from the Bible that like mentions lilies or whatever. It's cute. Um, and then the court. Oh wait, adjourn proceeding, past sentence. Oh, the judge decides like to let Babs go over the holiday, and then he's gonna put pass the sentence in the first week of January, which we'll get to
Hmm.
soon. in
Yes.
the new year. Babs, so she's free for now, but I guess she's going to jail. Everyone panics about the verdict. It could be up from 4 to 15 years for a
Mm-hmm.
second-degree murder, which I don't think is that bad. I'm like, it's not
I don't think it's
terrible.
that bad, except for the fact that we probably won't see Babs anymore.
Oh, we will.
But
We will see Babs and her
yeah, we
girlfriend.
will. That's why I winked.
Wink. Monica and Antonio meet about business. Um, I thought Monica was going to be over, but I guess not. She's still on. Um, Holden tells Tonio, um, tells what? And then I have Monica loses it. Paul flips out at
Oh, I
Tom.
think Holden tells Tony about the verdict because he
Oh,
wasn't
right.
there.
Right. Betsy, I don't know Betsy's grandma's name. I just call her Gran.
Ellen. Ellen.
Ellen. So I put Betsy and Gran join Josh Rod for dinner. Lily and Dusty stay, so they have a happy family meal. Hal and Margot talk. Um, Margot comes up with this other thing. What if Paul went back? There's a flashback. We get to see James.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and James changes his mind and then wants to keep him there. And she just goes on, and we get to see this cool flashback of like Paul shooting him. Um, and that's that for that. Babs sees John invited. Oh, he invited Susan for dinner, which cracked me up. Lucinda's not happy about it because Barbara's there, and she's like, "Do they even get
Mm-hmm.
along? Do they know each other?" Um, and then Lucinda, I like. I think Susan comes over, and then like Lucinda makes like a snide comment. Um, she's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, we were just talking about how excited I was to see you, or whatever," and we know she was not excited to see her. Franny feels like she doesn't belong there now. She confides in her dad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Margot heads to the Hugheses. Tom's not there. I think he had asked her to dinner or something, so she's trying to find him because Hal talked her into
Yeah.
it. So like give it time off, take some time off the case, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to because she likes to work 24 hours a day and think about it
Yeah,
all the
she's a
time.
workaholic.
It would drive me crazy too though, like as so she's always
Mm-hmm.
coming up with the theories. Again, the smartest one they have on the cop squad, whatever you call it.
Police force.
Sha Shannon, somebody brings, is it Hilda that brings this brooch to Duncan and Shannon, and
Might be.
and it's cold to Shannon, but Duncan doesn't feel it.
Mm.
And I was like, what is happening? Um, they're like cleaning up the bottles or something, and then they go upstairs, and then you hear her crying,
Mm-hmm.
creeping me out.
Yeah.
Um, Tom has, I think, a flashback, and then Margot shows up.
Yeah, I think it might be a recreated flashback because obviously Scott Holmes, this is his first year as Tom. And
Right.
like when we were watching, it was Greg Marks. I want to say I forgot who played him
I think
before
so.
him. So I'm thinking that
Um,
it might be a recreated flashback, but with Scott
yeah,
Holmes as
probably.
Tom. So
Meg tells Tonio about she thinks that she was pregnant from their one night together. I don't know. Um, oh no, she talks about that was later, I think. She
that was
talks
later.
about Emily being pregnant as Holden is in
Hmm.
the doorway. So now he
Hmm.
knows that Emily's pregnant. And of course he's a douche about it instead of just confronting her. Whatever.
Hmm. Because
How it goes
that's the Holden way. Just be a douche.
be a douche. Hal goes to be with Babs. And she basically is like, be there for Paul when I get put away and blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Can't you just enjoy the week? Like you have a week until he's gonna decide. Enjoy your New Year's.
Yeah, enjoy your New Year.
You
Yeah.
were just in court, like whatever. You're going to jail, but you'll deal with it later. Um, so New Year's Eve, 1987.
Hmm.
Lily and Dusty are happy that they went to Josh Rod's. They have like happy times together, blah
Hmm.
blah blah. They're cute. Holden gets home to Emily and acts like a douche. Shocker.
Of course.
Doesn't confront her about it, but he acts
No,
like a douche to her
never.
and doesn't tell her why or anything, just is an idiot. Um, Tom and Margot are reading fortunes. Like, I guess they're at a Chinese restaurant or something, and they're reading
Yeah, fortune
fortunes.
cookies. Yeah.
It's really cute. And then we find out that Margot postponed the divorce indefinitely.
Hmm.
I know. And she says one day at a time, like, still gotta take it slow. Don't get too excited, pal. But he is very happy. And they're cute. Um, Babs and Hale talk while Paul listens. Monica comes to talk to Dusty for advice about Tonio's deal. I'm surprised Dusty would give her
Mhm.
the time of day. She was always throwing him under the bus.
That's-
She's like, Dusty's fault. Dusty, I slept with Dusty. And Dusty's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm just trying to live my life.
I'm not. I have not had sexual relations with that woman.
Oh my God,
Monica Lawrence.
seriously. Seriously. She blamed him like, and he's still like a good friend to her. I'm like, what is wrong with you,
Yeah,
Paul?
I don't get it.
Right? No wonder why he becomes like cold in later years. Holden is distant with Emily because he won't talk about his issues because he's a douche.
Hmm.
Lucinda don't like Lucinda doesn't like Susan. She asks Ambrose. She's like, "Do you like her?" I don't like her. He's like, "I have no comment on the situation, lady." Um, Babs here. Wait, what? Oh, good Lord. Babs something Scott. Oh, Babs here. Scott and talk. Scott and
Andy.
Paul talking. Oh
Andy.
yeah, Andy. Anytime I said Scott in the past, everybody, it's Andy. Because I probably did every single time. Sabrina wants Seth to go to Meg's party. Meg and Tonio
Hmm.
have a romantic night finally. This is where Meg thinks she's got pregnant, even
Hmm.
though she has no idea if she is. But I guess they fucked a lot.
I
All my
also
friends
like that
had
they're like
sex or
that.
made
He's
love a
like,
lot.
"Give me a son," and she's like, "I'll give you a son." I'm like, that doesn't work that way.
I hope they have like triplet girls. That'd be funny. Um, Tom and
Oh, I have a story
Margot.
about triplets when we get off of here. I'm not allowed to say it, but like,
Oh dear. Tom and Margot get to Casey's. Sierra's baby there. I guess Sierra is staying there. I forgot about that. I guess she's
uh,
staying with Lila
um,
and Casey
I guess so because like, yeah, I
because
think
she's
she had her
there.
own house. Yeah, I guess so.
I thought so too, but then she comes down. I bet maybe they didn't want her to be alone. I don't know. I don't know what the
Yeah, that makes
situation is.
sense. Yeah,
I feel like we missed something. I don't know. But Sierra seems to be staying there with the baby. Because I'm like, whose baby is that? Because I know they don't have a baby yet. So I'm like, I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, it's Sierra's baby. And what's his name? Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Um, said he burned his tie. So now he can hang with Margot. And they laugh about it. Monica admits to
Taylor tie.
Sierra Monica admits to Sierra that she sent the roses to her and she feels genuinely bad about it. She's like, James made me do it. I didn't know what I was doing back then. You know, she was
Mm-hmm.
stigmatized by James. I don't know.
How?
Um,
But okay, we'll
yeah,
go off, girl.
I guess they bought her pretty things. I don't know. Eh. Anyway, he's dead. Yay. Well, for now.
For now, yeah.
Lucinda talks to Monica. She wants to break her contracts with Lucinda and go to Tonio and Holden. And she treats her like Lucinda treats her really shitty, I feel like. Like she's like, little girl, you don't know what you're doing. Like you can't run this place. Like what? And that makes people want to go more. Like you should try to be there
Mm-hmm.
for her. Be like, listen. She's like, my mom hated you and all this stuff. So clearly she's gonna work with Tonio and Holden. Sorry, Lucinda,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're going down in the new year. um,
Yeah.
Meg thinks she's preggers from that one night with Tonio. Sabrina is excited about her art. I guess this is leading to something. I'm guessing like this is going to lead her out of town. Because remember she comes
Yeah,
to
I
Seth
hope
or
so.
whatever. Something happens with the art. I don't know. At least for now until we get the new ones. Seth gets bad news about his book. The
Mhm.
publisher doesn't want to do it. I guess he doesn't like the book. I don't know. So moving on, Lucinda goes to talk to Tonio and Holden. Um, and we don't know how that ends. I guess it ends there because we don't see that conversation.
Mhm.
And I really want to know what she says. So I guess that'll be like January something, 3rd. I don't know what we
Mhm.
have. Hopefully we have that conversation. John and
Fingers
Margaret
crossed.
talk. Susan wants to talk about James's murder, and she knows that Emily is pregnant. And Paul goes to talk to Emily, and that's
Mhm.
it.
That's it
That's New
for
Year's Eve.
87.
So we don't get Meg's party. I thought it was going to end with like Meg Antonio's party,
Yeah.
their New Year's Eve party, but I guess it'll be after New Year's, but
Mhm.
supposed to be on New Year's, I guess. Or maybe they won't even have it. They'll just talk like they had the party. That's what they seem to
Yeah.
do. They're like, oh,
I
that party
mean,
was great.
yeah. I mean, 1987 began with a wedding. I'm sure 88 will begin with
Something fun.
something fun. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, it wasn't a wedding; it was two weddings. But just one of the couples got married.
Yeah,
So
the double wedding.
the double wedding, yeah.
Um, yeah, who was the other? Oh yeah, it was Earl and Lisa got married. But
Earl and
then,
Lisa, and then it was
oh yeah, and Shannon and
Shannon and
Brian.
Brian,
But then they broke up because
but
he
they
knew,
broke up.
or Shannon knew that he should be with Beatrice. And it
Yeah.
worked out because now they're having a baby off screen.
Yep.
So they're happily ever after, I guess, for now.
Mhm.
Unless somebody dies off screen, or I don't know what else can happen. But
I don't know.
now see, like this, I think would be more interesting to have Beatrice and Brian back with this haunted house thing or haunted
Mhm.
castle thing going on. I don't know where that's going, but I'm very interested in it, and I'm sure we're not going
Yeah.
to get any more information, or it might just disappear. Now, see, this would have been a good storyline to kick off with Halloween. Remember, she was
Yeah.
supposed to have the Halloween party, but then they canceled it,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh, I thought it was going to be like a cool masquerade party. Nope.
Nope. Not at all.
Um, yeah, because this was like the Christmas party, I guess, was the makeup party
Mhm.
for not having the Halloween party. Um, yeah, I thought these episodes were great. I
Me
was not
too.
bored even a little bit, and I watched all 5 in a row.
Mhm.
Because usually I watch like a couple here and there.
Mhm.
But yeah, they were really good. Good writing. This was a good year
It
for
was a
As the
good,
World
yeah.
Turns.
Yes. 1987 was a really good year. Like we had, even though we didn't see most of it, the Franny Sabrina reveal.
Yeah, that was
We had
February.
the double wedding, of course, in the beginning. What was March? What do we have? What do we have in March?
Sabrina came back to town
Sabrina came back to town.
and was staring at Seth all the time
Mm-hmm.
and making her mark, making her plan,
Yep.
bag them. And she did
Secure
eventually,
the
as
bag
always.
101.
Um, and acts all innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Just own your bitchiness.
Yeah, she
Be
should have owned her bitch, and it should have been like,
like, yeah,
look,
Franny, you should have
I
fought
want
for
your
your man. Right.
man.
I wanted your man, and I had him. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she acts all like sad about it. Um, yeah, what else was the Lily reveal?
The Lily
Everyone
reveal.
knew except for
Oh,
her.
and Craig
Craig
died. The
died,
plane crash where Craig died.
right? Which I think was in March. That might have been in
I think
March.
that was in March. Yeah,
Maybe April.
I think it was April, or March. One of them.
Um, so yeah, I look forward to the new year. I'm excited to see what's going
Hmm.
on. So
Yeah, we
definitely
had.
want to continue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're continuing. It's happening.
It's
Um.
happening. We'll bring
Yeah,
you
and
some
then
more
yeah,
as
of
the
course,
world
in the
turns.
summer we had Lily's paternity reveal,
Hmm.
and then Wyoming, which we skipped over. So
Uh,
that was,
sorry.
oh my gosh, the fact that Martha Byrne I think from like an acting standpoint I could see why you would like it, but from a viewer standpoint it was a bit, no,
Stupid.
stupid. Yeah,
But I get it. Whatever.
yeah.
And then she returned when somebody got hurt, right? Didn't she return when somebody got injured or
Yeah, when Emma had a heart attack.
Emma had a heart attack? Right, right.
Yeah, and then she wound up getting kidnapped by James and Nick.
Yeah, got
And
kidnapped.
then of course the stuff with Ruxton Hills blowing up. Um Poor Betsy had to you know had to deal with her asshole of a husband divorcing her and going to
Yeah.
jail and
And Betsy was in a lot of these
abandoning her.
episodes. Betsy was in a lot of these episodes,
Mhm.
but it was probably the most we've seen her all year.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't think she's really doing anything. She's just kind of with
Yeah, she's just
Joshua, but
there.
like not with him. They're like kind of getting involved. And then by the time
Mhm.
they do, I guess she'll be out of town. I don't know. She's supposed to leave, I think, in 89. I don't know. We may have another year or 88. I don't know.
I
We'll
don't know.
see. And then of course our Casey and Lila.
Casey and Lila.
They're
She
the
was in New
happy
York,
couple.
starting a singing career after all. And
And old Tom left town and came back a new Tom.
came
And
back to
Tom
New
and
Tom, which will
Margot.
be our Tom for the rest of the series. Just
And Tom
I
and
hate to spoil
Margot.
that for everybody, but this is our Tom now.
Tom and Margot broke up in the beginning of the year. She
hmm
got with Hal for a little bit and then
hmm
ended the year with him. So that's with new Tom.
Yeah, and then while they were looking for Craig, they were like making love and on the beach and everything like that.
And Hal and Babs got back together,
hmm
I guess. Um,
I kind of got spoiled by something. Thank you, Alan Locker, about something that happened in '88. So,
damn it.
damn it, Alan! Just kidding. We love you, Alan.
I know.
You do
I
great.
love
You do
when he
great things
posts
for the
stuff.
industry.
He sure does. Um, all right, that's all I got. I'm excited for the new year to see what's going on with
hmm
everybody. We definitely need some turmoil because things are getting a
Oh
little bit
yeah.
cleaned up.
I
The
mean,
only
I mean,
turmoil
there's
is
there's
Babs.
the dangling thread of who killed James. I know we have our suspicions of who killed James. It's probably James
Yeah,
who killed James, but
yeah. Which I did honestly just think of when we were doing this, and I was
hmm
like, oh, maybe it was James. Um, that's how they did it with JR in Dallas when he died in real life.
oh yeah,
The new
what? Yeah,
Dallas.
yeah. In the New Dallas, yeah, in the
They
reboot,
had him kill himself,
the
which I feel like
continuation. I mean,
JR would never kill himself for anyone, but it was fun that he framed Cliff and stuff. But
hmm
anyway, that's Dallas. New Dallas. Um, yeah, that's all I got for this batch.
yes. So as we conclude 1987, I just want to say thank you to all of our viewers for watching us. We will be continuing 19 as World Turns for 1988 coming soon. As always, you can find us on all the socials, including Patreon at Queers and Soaps. And until next time, bye and happy holidays
Happy New Year.
and happy New Year.